Then the day came when he shut everything down and left Christianity for good.
And for some reason, I just felt this is not it. And I started questioning things regarding the Trinity and different religion, and it just wasn't making any sense to me. I couldn't understand a person who, since I've taken Shahada, I have led over.
Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking. My name is Bukobe Bekekram. So they are tired of lying to Christians. 12 pastors convert to Islam. Wow. Woo! Let's check it out.
Many pastors these days have reached a breaking point with the beliefs they once held dear. They've given up lying to their congregation
Wow.
and finally turning towards Islam.
Wow.
Allahu Akbar. For over a decade, Robert Moreland preached Christianity to his congregation in New York. He didn't just find himself in that position by chance. Rather, he diligently built his own congregation from scratch with 8 branches in and outside New York.
We have, since I've taken Shahada, I have led over 12 other pastors into Islam. So we're going to see more testimonies coming.
Nice.
Things were going well, the congregation was growing, and money was coming in, until one day, he finally submitted to his internal battles with the lies and discrepancies he was forced to believe and teach. The people he took as religious leaders couldn't provide a coherent answer to some of his existential questions. Then the day came when he shut everything down and left Christianity for good.
And for some reason, I just felt this is not it. And I started questioning things regarding the Trinity and different religion, and it just wasn't making any sense to me. I couldn't understand a person who went to theology school, uh, matriculated in the highest of Christianity, being a bishop, a so-called a prophet, an apostle, just couldn't have answers, and closed the church down,
Wow.
Eight
folded it.
different, eight, all 8 locations.
All 8
8
locations
locations.
folded,
Wow.
folded.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Mind blowing.
his journey and quest for truth put him in further confusion, but in the end, he found Islam, along with 12 other pastors who were his colleagues while he was in the church.
Wow, amazing.
Yes, 12
Whoa.
pastors are now Muslims because one of them
Found
the truth
Yeah.
and decided to bring the light he had found. But Robert's story isn't that straightforward. After he left the church, he delved into voodoo, idol, and jinn worshipping. In his quest for the truth, he moved farther from it. Robert became so immersed in voodoo practice that he became a priest in it. He would consult or intercede for people and make some money in the process. His spiritual business was booming, and life was good. To him, he had found his truth, and it came with some money too. Who says you can't have it all? Well, until it all disappeared, like a smoke screen that it all was.
And in fact, I worked with Jen.
So you were working with the jinn.
Correct.
Now, did you know at the time you were working at the jinn? What you didn't call them jinn? What were you call?
Yeah,
How,
we just called
what
them-
did you identify the jinn and at that time?
Oh, Jen's okay. Again, there's two different practices I did. Palo Mayombe, we would call it the Egungun, or the dead spirits. And so I knew I was working with a diabolical spirit. And so if you want to get your bidding done, give the spirit what it wants and it will do what it wants for you. But of course there's nothing for free. And so you trade off a little bit, maybe a couple of years of your life. You trade off a couple of different things to get these things to happen.
First, he lost his adopted daughter to cancer after his voodoo had promised she would be healed if she became a priestess. That was eye-opening, but it wasn't enough. Then he felt seriously sick. The powerful voodoo priest who was healing other people could not heal himself. How ironic. While his health deteriorated in the ICU, he tried all his tricks and performed multiple sacrifices to no avail. His health condition, sepsis, was projected to become fatal in 2 weeks. He basically had just 2 weeks to live. Then, on scrolling through TikTok, he came across a video where a Muslimah TikToker talked about tahajjud.
I remember watching two TikTokers, Maliki Click and Amina Roche. And Amina Roche talked about something called tahajjud. I called it tajahun. I didn't know how to pronounce it. So tahajjud.
Tahajjud, yes. The night prayer. That's the night prayer.
Night
That's
prayer,
nice.
okay.
Seeing that everything else had failed, he decided to give it a try. And after 3 days of consistent tahajjud, he gradually regained his health. Soon, he was discharged from the hospital. On his way home, he joined a TikTok live chat from popular Muslim TikToker Maliki Click and took his shahada.
Get your phone. Go to TikTok. Maliki Click was on TikTok. And I've never in any TikTok history have ever requested to go on someone's live. I said, can you give me shahada? And he gave me shahada. That was on June 26, 2023.
So that was just recently.
That was recently, yes.
Yeah.
Since then, he has taken time to study Islam, got the required knowledge, and when he was convinced he has found the one true path, he started convincing his friends and former colleagues to join him in the light. Today, 12 former Christian pastors are now Muslims
Hey,
through Brother Robert, now called Rob.
wow. Man, this was a very touching story. Like, the painful and the shocking part was after he left Christianity, he now went to another kind of medium, going through that kind of aspect, becoming a priest in that kind of aspect is something I didn't expect that part of the story per se. I thought from Christianity just dive into Muslim, but he has gone through a lot in life when it comes to religion. He has really gone through a lot. He said, he has gone to so many schools, Christianity did not give him the answer he wanted. So he was in search because Christianity was not making it happy. He went further to involve in other things, thinking that was the way for him to salvation or way for him for happiness, way for him to get his happiness. Then he now made mention of the fact that there's one thing about the work of devil. When you start getting close to him, it makes things easy for you at first, but it comes with price. Like the same way the man said, it came with price. His adopted daughter, had cancer. That was a painful one. I don't know whether she survived it, but it was really painful. He almost lost his life. Can just imagine somebody that has been healing people cannot even heal himself. That's the most painful part of it. And thankfully, he saw that video. That's what changed his life. Only God knows where he would have been today, if not for Islam. If not for Islam, that, through that, his life was renewed. His life, it came back alive. So I always tell people that, wherever you see the path, go for the path. And before you leave a particular religion, know that this is why you are living. If you are not sure of, if you just leave and you are idle, that's when the devil will bring in so many ideas. You want to involve yourself in things that is not of God. But if you are in a particular religion and you want to leave that religion, make sure that before you leave, there's another religion that will lead you to God. The one and only true God. To lead you to God, then go for that. But if you see that it's not, you don't even know the path you're going through, and you're just tired of the religion based on some things, some people might be pressure, some people might be the fact that people are not really showing love and care for them, or one way or the other, they just feel like they are not blending, or it's just they are not finding peace or happiness, just stay, be calm, be calm. There's always rough times. Everything cannot be rosy. Even in religion, rough times. God tests us. God always tests us, because this life is full of tests. Even when you want to apply for employment or you want to do something, you'll be tested. The same thing, God will also test you. You go through hardship. No, life can never be sweet and rosy all the time. There's ups and downs. But that doesn't mean you should just, be too quick to make decision. The man was too quick to make that decision. But thankfully, God saw him. God came through for him, and he went back. He went back on track. He went back to the truth, and I'm happy. That was a big testimony. And after that, 12 other pastors from his former church, from his, as a pastor, you have pastor friends, you have people under you. 12 of them also converted to Islam. That was a beautiful story. Wow, amazing, guys. I was really blessed, and I really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.